Hi, it's Ann with MJ Gabel.
And it's Matt with MJ Gabel. And we're back. It's been a while since Ann and I have done a video together. That's probably because we just got out of our busy season and things are starting to level out a little bit for us. And we were in a big selling season through Christmas and in February through Valentine's Day. Now we get into a heavy buying season. So what a great time to talk about selling your diamond jewelry. And
Yeah, I thought today would be a good time to just review the different markets that we are able to hit when you're working with us and why that sets us apart from other companies or other jewelers. Matt and I, as you probably already know, have been at this for over a decade. So we have worked hard to tailor our technique and how we do things to really be able to yield our clients the most value that we can for their diamond pieces.
And it's been trusted, tested, tried, and
Proven.
every single time, even to this day, it amazes me the amount of value we can get back out of some of our client pieces comparative to cash offers or other dealers or jewelers or buyers that are giving them offers. And time again, we're getting, 20, 30, 40, sometimes 50% more. And that's extremely important, I think, to you, the seller, when you're trying to maximize what you can get out of the diamond piece.
So let's start with obviously the most basic is a cash offer. If you are interested in moving a piece of jewelry faster, you don't have a lot of time, or you want to move that liquid out of the jewelry and into something else, you just want to be done with it. Whatever the case may be, whatever your circumstances are, you just want a cash offer. You want to be done with it. Matt and I have the ability to reach a very large network of places to resell these goods. So in turn, because we have a lot of different opportunities to resell them, we can offer you a higher price, right off the gate. We have, obviously over the decade of working together in the trade, we have developed relationships, with people all over the United States, all over the world, globally, which again allows us to move these pieces, at a higher price point to get you that faster cash value.
So if we're talking cash, we can obviously extend a cash offer. As Ann said, we can also open it up to our network and get you maybe a better cash offer, but we're not limited, and we can do it just as well as anybody else, if not better. Cash is usually your worst option to take because you're leaving more liquidity on the table because everybody wants to make money. It's usually not the best route.
I had another colleague years and years ago when I first started in this business tell me that when you extend a cash offer to somebody, somebody is losing. Either we are losing because we are extending too much of a cash offer, too high of an offer, and we may lose on that piece when we resell it, or you are losing because you are leaving too much room on the table. So cash offer, like Matt said, is not ideal, but obviously circumstances are what they are for people. So second to that, if you have at least a little bit of time, maybe a week, a few days, we can broker the piece for you. Again, we're utilizing our network to kind of maneuver the jewelry to someone who has an immediate need for it, maybe not us, and we utilize our network to do that for you on your behalf.
And it's not a substantial difference from the cash offer, the original stop one. It is technically a little bit higher than that, can get you a little bit higher than that, but it's not going to be too far off from probably your best cash offer.
The other thing I want to point out is Matt and I look at pieces as finished pieces of jewelry. We are not just looking at the piece for let's say it's an engagement ring, for the large diamond in the center. We are considering it as a sellable piece of jewelry, if at all possible. Same with finished goods, necklaces, earrings, colored stones, all of those things. If you have something that's fairly unique, that doesn't scare us either. We certainly can work with those as well.
Then there's a diamond auction, which is a huge auction opened up to trade only, thousands of buyers. Any typical diamond will get about 200 to 300 offers on it. We can do that within like 30 to 60 days. That opens up the market even more to a larger audience, more competitive market. This is for single stone, so this is not finished goods. Although if you have a mounted piece, we can unmount that diamond and send it to auction and represent you at auction for you. You're protected against obviously all fraud, payment scams, things like that. We take care of that entire thing. we actually auction off a lot of our own diamonds through the industry-only diamond auction. We do thousands of, hundreds of thousands of dollars and probably hundreds of diamonds a year. Very common for us. That's going to be a good value, but the best value of them all
is consignment. But I want to circle back to that diamond auction real quick. The kind of golden layer of that auction is you are not obligated to accept the highest bid that comes in. So that truly is the best way to figure out the maximum amount the market, meaning the diamond market, is willing to spend on a particular stone without being obligated to sell.
And we normally have a good idea of what that's going to be because
Sure.
we use industry-only tools like RapNet and Rappaport that will. We have what's called a trade sheet or a trading platform that allows us to visually see other diamonds within that same range available to us in the marketplace and at what cost. So a lot of people ask, well, how do you know what my diamond's value is? That's how we can clearly see there's 11 of these diamonds available to us at $10,000. So that kind of
We can
steers you in the right direction.
Yep.
Yep.
Next is consignment. That is 100% tried and true, the best way to yield the most return for you on your diamond goods. Doesn't matter what they are, mounted, engagement rings or finished jewelry, like I mentioned before, necklaces, earrings, etc. Colored stones, opals, all of those things. Signed goods,
Vintage,
Cartier.
estate, yes.
Yeah, I mean, those are the things that are going to bring a little bit more of a premium. Are your unique items, your one of a kinds. Also, obviously, anything signed. Same with, like Matt mentioned, vintage, anything Art Deco, Edwardian. Any of that flair is definitely going to bring a premium. In that scenario, what we do is we finish the pieces to new condition. We polish, clean them, do any minor repair work that needs to be done. We professionally photograph them, and then we market them to people who are going to actually use them and wear them. So now you're in a secondary market. You're not in trade. All of the things that we discussed prior, the 3 options, those are working specifically in the diamond market itself. This opens it up to people who are actually going to use the goods, wear them, therefore they're willing to pay a higher price for them because they're not going to resell them again.
End user consumers.
Yep, exactly. We reach about, at this point, probably 10 million people globally when we do consignment. The goods are not just sold here in the States. It is very, very common for pieces to go all over the world. Last week we sold a piece to a woman in Australia, Europe, Hong Kong, you name it.
I think at this point we've almost hit every country
that is allowed
on the map.
Yes.
So
Yep.
It is the largest, the best marketplace. It takes a little bit of time, but you're talking about probably a 30 to 40% on average more than what you're going to get from a local dealer or any buyer in the U.S. that's going to offer you. We are going to be able to pull more money out of that.
Yes.
Now, obviously, there's a small fee attached. Our fees are very, very competitive, typically in the 10 to 12% range in the high end, going down to 3% on the large 6 and 7 figure pieces.
Yes, essentially what you're doing is you're letting us take over the selling process for you. So you don't have to worry about it. We do. In terms of finding a buyer, we handle payment, verification, all of those things.
Logistics.
Yep. We would call you with any offers that come in, and you obviously, again, same scenario. You can decide if you are ready to sell at that price or if you want to hold out. Circling back, though, we do obviously give you an estimate on what we believe that the piece will sell for.
Yeah, we're very good at numbers and what we think the market's going to command. That's our staple, basically. We created that years ago. Not a lot of dealers do that. They'll kind of weave through that and not be so transparent. We're extremely transparent about what the piece is going to bring and the value of the piece.
And what our expectations are.
Yep.
Yep. We do a good job at managing your expectations as well. The worst thing that we want to do is, promise you a figure that we definitely can't achieve. That doesn't help anybody. So that's definitely not something that we're looking to do.
Yeah, we're not here to offer you 50 grand and get you 30. We're
Right.
here to offer you 50 and get you 50,000
yeah.
or 52,000, which happens quite often. So
Yes.
if there's a piece that you are unaware of, don't know what to do, what marketplace, how to sell it, if it's valuable, we're always here to lend that type of knowledge and advice
Yes.
and guidance. We're happy to take those calls, emails. If you like the content that we put out there, do us a favor, help us grow, subscribe below,
Yeah.
and let us know if there's any other contents that you want to see from us, and we're
Yep.
happy to cover that.
My last point is knowledge is always free. Matt and I are a firm believer of that. So if you want to run a piece by us or have questions, please reach out. We're happy to help.
As always, thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Bye.
See ya.